Okay then. So hi everybody. I Before I continue, I just want to ask whoever's going to join in first if you can actually hear me because I am in the public place. I am in a cafe restaurant. I mean, I'm using headphones, so hopefully the noise cancellation should be enough. Mm, Someone's already here. Oh, hi. Hi, relaxing. Can you tell me if you can hear me properly? I'll type it in the chat too in case you can't hear me. Can you hear me? Just let me know because if this is not working, then yeah, I can hear you, but well or with a load of background noise. Hopefully not, because I don't really want to move outside because it's going to be too hot. I need to stay inside air conditioning, otherwise I'll be sweating. Don't want to be sweating. So let me know. Well, a little bit of background. Okay, well, as long as you can hear me. So I'm in one of my sort of top 10 cafes, top favorite cafes. I always eat salad here. Actually, on Instagram, I'm going to load the story later on this evening just to show you what the salad looks like, what the place looks like. And by the way, I do publish a lot more. Good afternoon, Alan. I do publish a lot more on Instagram, so if you do miss me and want to see more of me, I suggest following me on Instagram because for some reason lately I just don't have any motivation with YouTube. I don't know why. I don't know why. Literally, I'm like, just can't be bothered, to be honest. I mean, I haven't been filming videos for a while, but even doing lives, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me, but hey, how many days visa you got after you went to Malaysia? I've got 30 days. I've got 30 days now. Right, so let me start with the subject. It's been 2 minutes. Whoever's wanted to join. I know the time is super awkward, but I'm too tired in the evening. So you guys gonna have to see me in the morning if you're in the UK. I mean, it's 7 hours difference, I think, in the UK. So yeah, I know, it's a massive time difference. Anyway, I just want to tell you about my experience going on a date. And can I just say, it's very, very good. Obviously, I'm not going to mention any names for confidentiality reasons, but I, I'm gonna tell you how it went and just my observation, and then you will be able to tell me. And I want to hear your opinions in the comments. If it's good, not good, is it right, not right? So, first guy uh, from Iran, so was born in Iran, Muslim, but lives in Canada, and he is, what do you call it? Not professor, but he teaches university students. So he's got PhD, very very smart. On holidays here, so we went for a little kind of a hike. He picked me up on the bike, and it was really nice. I have to say, he was really nice. We stopped at the 7-Eleven, got some water. He was like, "Oh, would you like a drink?" He did say in the beginning, he was like, "Oh, should we get some alcohol?" And I was thinking, I've never done a hike with alcohol, and I'm not sure that's my cup of tea. I don't know what you guys think. Can you drink and hike? I mean, not in my world. So I was like, "Oh, no, no, no." I said, "I'm fine." I said, "I don't need any alcohol." I said, "But if you want to get smashed, absolutely crack on." So anyway, we went to this lake, a beautiful lake, about half an hour drive from my place, and just walked around. You know what was really funny? When we obviously, as soon as I met him, I got on the bike, so he couldn't see me. We were trying to talk, but it was obviously really loud. But when we stopped and we sat down on this like grass, just watching the lake and getting to know each other. Do you know what he said to me? He was like, he was looking at me like that. He was like, oh my God, you look so pretty. I was like, why are you surprised? He was like, yeah, but on your pictures, you don't look as pretty. He was so direct. You know I'm direct. He was on another level. He was literally stayed how it is. Then she said to me, have you ever done any plastic surgery? Literally, that was probably after 10 minutes. And I was thinking, even if I did you think I would have told you this? Like, I've just met you. Surely this is not very appropriate language, not appropriate, appropriate question. I don't know. Do you guys agree? So, yeah, so he said to me, oh, have you had any plastic surgery? I was like, no, I haven't. I said, what, do I need to? He's like, no, but you're so beautiful. Oh my God, your face is so nice. You have such a fresh looking face. Oh my God, you don't have makeup. So he was giving me so many compliments, which was nice. I mean, he was cute too. And I gave him compliments. He was very well spoken. Obviously, he's a professor. So very smart, very educated, interesting, not kind of boring. Did you know what he said to me? Because before I asked him what he does for living, he asked me about my education, and I was thinking, what a weird question to ask. First, he asked me about a plastic surgery. I was like, right. Next question was, oh, what education do you have? So I said, I obviously explained to him what I did and a little bit about my career in the past. And then I realized why he asked me this question, because obviously for him, it's very important because he's very, very smart. We kind of got into debate a little bit because there's intellect and then there's being intellectual, right? I don't know if I pronounced correctly. And then there's being intelligent and then there's being streetwise. What I said to him, of course, I want the guy to be smart, but if he is academically advanced, however, doesn't have a street kind of wisdom and maturity, we ain't gonna get on. Because I was giving him an example. I said, say we got arrested. I said, my mind will find a solution. Not like I'm dodgy or anything. I'm just very resourceful, I'm very I will always find a solution. Literally, you dump me in the middle of the island, I'll find a solution. Literally, I'd find a solution. I'm very I think because I moved around a lot and I traveled a lot and I met so many different nationalities, I think I've just got that inbuilt in me. So anyway, so we walked around, had a lovely chat, and it was getting dark. So I was like, oh, I said, I think it's time to go home. And then he offered to go for dinner, which I thought, oh, that's a good sign. So obviously he likes me, because otherwise, why would he offer to go for dinner? And I thought that was really nice, very thoughtful, a gentleman, so I really appreciated that. But I can't go to dinner when I'm like sweating. Obviously, we were hiking, so imagine I'm like dripping down with sweat, literally the sweat is going down my back. And the last thing I want to do is go to a restaurant and eat food. When I eat food, I want to be clean. I want to be clean. I want to be in an air conditioning place. Yeah, hygiene is very important for me. So anyway, I declined his offer. He was like, yeah, no problem. Maybe we'll do another day. I said, yeah. I said, I'd like to get change and, look presentable, not be wearing trainers and, shorts and crop top. So he took me home. And as I was getting off the bike, and this is the bit which, I don't know, tell me your view. So I'm getting off the bike. He's like, shall we have a kiss? I thought that was really awkward. Like, if you want to kiss someone, you don't say that. You don't ask for permission. You just kiss. And I mean, I was standing quite far away, and I was thinking, and he was on the bike. So I was thinking, does he expect me to walk towards him and be like, oh yeah, okay then. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, the first thing he said, oh, and another thing he said to me, that we're like hygiene is very important for him, like the girl is clean. I was like, yeah. I said, I understand what you're saying, because for me it's the same. The guy needs to smell nice, be clean, have a good haircut, groomed, shaved, whatever. So imagine I'm dirty. Obviously, we've been walking. I'm thirsty, and then he wants to kiss, and I'm like, even if I wanted to kiss you, I'd probably feel uncomfortable kissing you because I don't feel clean, and you don't like dirty women. So I said to him, I said, nah. another time. He was like, okay, fine. He said, we'll go somewhere luxury, beautiful, in the evening, and then I can treat you for nice dinner and drinks and you know and whatever. I said, yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, so I got home and I was thinking and reflecting, thinking, okay, do I like him or do I not? Nice guy, smart, good job, looks good, healthy, good family, good morals. Spoke a lot about how they treat women in Iraq. I think Iran. He was from Iran, not Iraq, Iran. And I just thought, I said to him straight away that, me being from Europe, I'm not sure, some of the things that, like he said to me, only a few years ago, they allowed women to drive. So imagine, to be honest, I don't actually want to drive. Now I'm driving a car. I'm like, I say to all Thai people, watch out. I'm driving. I'm on the road. Yeah, I prefer to be a passenger and to be driven rather than drive. Yesterday, I was parking at my friend's apartment. It's like the stress levels that I've experienced because I'm not used to driving a car without a camera. Like in my previous car, I had a camera from the top, from the sides, from the back, and almost the car was parking itself. So now I only have parking sensors, and it was in the night, so I couldn't see anything in the mirrors properly as well. Anyway, I managed to do it, but I was like, oh god! And then I had my friend's daughter in the car as well. She's a child. I was like, Olivia, stop it! I said, please, quiet. I said, I'm parking. Anyway, so this was one guy. Second guy, this was very interesting. You don't know how to begin with. So super, super good looking. Like look wise, 10 out of 10. Tall, athletic, a fighter, but he's got other job as well. This is like his hobby, but he fights professionally. I can't remember if it's MMA or no, I think it was Thai boxing. I think it was Thai boxing. Very good looking, English. Obviously, I get on quite well with people from UK because I think we have a lot in common. To be honest, I get on better with people from UK rather than Latvia. I'm talking about men. I have more experience. And anyway, we go for dinner. So he asked me out for dinner. We'll go for dinner, and okay, I don't even know how to say this. So the waiter comes up and we order food, and then I order water because he ordered water. I thought, okay, I'll order water as well. I'm not going to get wine or anything like that. So anyway, the waiter brings one bottle, two glasses. So she puts the bottle and the glasses on the table. Next minute, he reaches out to the bottle, opens the bottle, and drink it from the bottle. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, first of all, you should really offer a lady first and say, oh, do you want me to pour it for you? This is first thing, what crosses my mind. Second thing, I'm thinking for hygiene reason, this is the same bottle. So I will also I'm fine. I'm not like this. But so now I'm going to be drinking your spit in my glass because you drank it from the bottle. So this is the second thing that crosses my mind. And I'm thinking, does he not even realize that? So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking I'm thirsty. I want to really drink. So because the bottle was on his side, I asked him, oh, do you mind pouring some water for me? So he gives me like a proper evil eye. And at the time I was thinking, is he because he's greedy? Like he doesn't want to pay for me for dinner or whatever. Like, why is he looking at me like this? So anyway, he pours the water for me. And he's a good looking guy. So we had a lovely chat, la 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 la. Spoke about all sorts of things. Leave the place, and he was like, do you want to come to mine? My first reaction, I beg your pardon? Excuse me, what did you say? In my head, I'm thinking, absolutely not. So I tell him, I said, look, I said, I don't know if you got the wrong end of a kind of a stick or you have a poor judge of character. I said, but I don't go with the guys that I've just met to your hotel. Literally just had a salad with you. You drank the water with your spit, and now you want me to go to your hotel. For me, manners are very important. So if the guy doesn't have the manners, there's no way I would want to have sex with him. Even he is Brad Pitt, because for me that's a turn off. That is absolutely turn off. Anyway, I say to him, absolutely not. He was like, well, but what's the point to leave it? It's gonna happen anyway. I was thinking, what do you think you are? Just because you've got a six pack, you're 6'3", and you've got a beautiful face, doesn't mean I'm gonna sleep with you. So I said to him, I said, no, I said, maybe another time. This is my favorite expression, by the way. Another time. Um, so anyway, I go, he goes. Then the next day we are texting, kind of, arranging for the next night, like to meet up. And he was like, oh, just come to mine to watch your TV. I was like, no, I can watch TV at my place. So anyway, started talking. He said to me, I fucking hated it when you ask me to pour water for you. I'm not your fucking slave. Just because I didn't have a good sleep, I did it. So I was just thinking, what is this guy talking about? Then we started talking about, I sort of said to him, we spoke about the water thing. And I just said, oh, I think for me, I said it was more to do with manners. If you are with a lady, you ask the lady first. Or if a bottle of wine is being brought, they always pour for a lady first. This is just, for me, it's just general standards. And so then he was like, oh, I know. I said to him, I said, what if we walking inside the restaurant? I said, would you open the door for me? He was like, no fucking way, I'm not a pussy. Or what did he say? Not a pussy, wimp, wimp. I said, oh, I said, you've got a very unique sense of thinking, sense of mind, like mind. I said, why do you see that as you being a wimp? Do you not see that as you being a gentleman and you being a man? So I already think it ain't going anywhere, because if the guy does not understand the basic principle of moving a chair, opening the door, carrying a heavy bags, we not theoretically, we just can't be together. So there's not even point going on another date or anything like that. So anyway, and what else did he say to me? So he said he would never open the door. He said, you could do that yourself, love. I said, okay. Oh, and then we spoke about finances. So I said to him, I said, okay, I said, so when you're leaving with a woman, I said, who pays for what? He was like 50-50. I said, right. I said, but what if she earns less? He was like, okay, 45-55. I said, but who determines the ratio split? I said, do I need to show you a payslip? He was like, well, but if we're together, surely you should be open who earns how much. I said, yeah. I said, agree. I said, and what about, I said, okay, so if we are contributing equally, okay, fine. Financially, we pay together for everything, food, bills, I don't know, mortgage, for what we have, a car, whatever, phone. Uh, what about the household duties? I said, if I work, I come home and this is overtime. I said, how does that work? He was like, well, the woman would do it. I was thinking, hang on a second, we're paying 50-50, and then you want me to clean, cook, and do all the housework. Sometimes housework and household work can take out like hours and hours and hours. And I'm thinking, this guy is like, guys, please tell me if I'm demanding. Tell me, because I understand sometimes I am demanding and I am over the top and I expect the magic to happen. Oh, they were just bringing some really nice desserts with ice cream, chocolate brownie. But I had a massive dessert yesterday, so today I need to be healthy. So yeah, so please tell me if I'm being unreasonable and I'm thinking and I want the world. Because I said to him, I said, well, if we're splitting 50-50 financially, then we're also splitting the household, cleaning, washing, organizing, tidying. We're also doing it 50-50. He was like, yeah, but it's more like a women thing. I can obviously fix things. And I'm thinking, what the fuck can you fix? You need to fix your head. Sorry, I hope he's not watching. Imagine he's watching it. Oh, and guess what? And after all of these conversations, he still thinks we're going to meet up. Because I don't think he's ever been rejected because he is super good looking, like very good looking. And I'm like, I really, I can't even, I would sexually not find this like him attractive because of his mindset. For me, that's not a man. That's not a man. So, and how can I want not a man? I'm straight. I like men. So let me read some of your comments. What he should have poured you a glass. The wine was contaminated. Now he drank from the bottle. It wasn't wine, Alan. Pay attention. It was water. Only thinks of himself. Yeah. Savadika. So I would have gone, what a total idiot. Manners is everything. What a jerk. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with what? With what he did. I mean, I didn't leave. I think we were there for maybe an hour and a half. Like, he was okay, conversation wise as well. It's just some of these. Um, for me, I said to him straight away, I said, look, I said, I've been brought up with the different standards in my family. My dad was a provider. My mom also worked. The majority of, like a financial stuff, my dad took care of. However, my mom, she had food, fresh, healthy food 3 times a day, 4 times a day. Our us kids, me and my sister, clean, educated, or all the homework is done. They're taken to school. Like my mom did all of that, and you know what? Sometimes I don't think all men realize how much it takes. If you gave me a choice to be a housewife or a work, I would work because it's easier. I mean, right now I don't want to work or be the housewife. I don't know what I want to be honest, but anyway, it's not today's not an episode about this. So yeah, so I always say to guys, this is the way I've been brought up, and if you don't like it, and I earn money myself, like obviously I can afford the lifestyle I have now, living here, there, everywhere, traveling and everything. So I do pay for myself, but the guy that I would consider for a future, but certainly needs to have these sort of this sort of mindset or understanding, or I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, so this was the second guide. Let me just read some of your comments. You should have whatever option you want. Working 40 hours a week is easier than being a housewife. Yes, I think so. Come on now, that's ridiculous. Maybe before washing machine, dishwasher. No, it's about being stuck in four walls and not being developed and not being a housewife is really hard, really hard. I would go absolutely mental. It's like not talking to adults and being out there, being yeah. I mean, you're probably a guy. That's why you say that because you never probably experienced that, so you can't relate. And to be honest, I don't like when people making comments or oh, sorry, my WhatsApp is. Um, I don't know when people make comments about the things that they actually haven't done or don't have experience or don't have a knowledge. If you've never been a housewife, I have, then how would you know? How would you know? So yeah, I think it's I don't think you could really say it's not up to the guy. It's not up to the guy. What do you mean it's not up to the guy? Relationship is a give and take between a couple, not one way. It is give and take, but there's certain things that, like protect, provide. You know, I would want my guy. you know. And that doesn't mean I don't earn. Of course I earn. Of course I contribute. But I want the guy to be more of a, how can I say, more, I don't know, be a front runner, front person. What else do we got here? I am homebody and an introvert, so I can't relate because I don't need to be around people much. Okay. Yeah, no, listen, I'm in between. You know, there is another style, not extrovert and not introvert, and this is me because I'm somewhere in between. I gain energy not from people, so that's why I need to have time by myself. But I am very talkative and very confident, and I can approach people and come up and say like, "Hey, you know, what's your name? Where you from? La 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 la." So, however, when I need to gain my energy back, I can't be around people all the time. Like I have to have my own time where I don't speak and I'm just silent. So yeah, sometimes people drain, not sometimes, most of the time people drain my energy. Well, you were in the wrong house. All right, then he makes a great point, really. Who makes the great point? Men. I know this is all men common. I wish some women can join and stick up for me. Honestly, being a mom and being a housewife is the hardest job on the planet. Like 100% all men. I swear, the people that are currently watching this live and commenting, I can tell you 99.9 you are men. Anyway, so let me tell you about the third day. What was the third day? Oh, okay, guy from Dubai, super hot, like really hot. Something to do with fitness. He's got another job as well. This is like he does, you know, multiple things like they do in Dubai. We went to a super nice restaurant. There wasn't any of this. I drink your water. He was like, okay, would you like some wine? Yes. What would you like? Do you like this? Let's have a dessert. So he was super, super nice, like super nice. And he wasn't pushing me into going to a hotel. Of course, he did say, oh, if you want, you can stay at mine. And I said, no, I said, I'm okay. But yeah, really, really nice. I think I'm going to stay in touch with him. He left now to Dubai. He did say to me, he was like, oh, are you visiting Dubai soon? I said, maybe. I said, think about it. But yeah, nice guy. Really nice. Age, actually, I don't want to talk about age. All of these guys were younger, but yeah, very mature, very just got the right head. He did actually say about he's from Egypt originally. He's from Egypt and been living in Dubai for 6 years. You know, ambitious, want to do well, but he's got those qualities that I look for in a guy. You know, like well, hopefully you can hear me. Hold on a second. There's my phone. There's my phone. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Because I think my headphones disconnected. Because I touched my phone and I think it's connected. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Thanks, darling. I am a mom and a dad in my current life. Oh, bless you. Well, also congratulations if you could be a mom and a dad. Congratulations. Hats off to you. Would you convert to Ireland? Would you convert to Islam for a guy in Dubai? Mm, if it means to follow all the religion stuff, probably not. I would respect and, you know, wouldn't do certain things that is not in line with their cultures and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure, I would adapt. If I choose the guy who would have these sort of clear, not guidelines, but, you know, clear rules, yeah, I would meet halfway for sure. And I expect the same in return. So if he's in his country, women are not allowed to drive, and I want to drive. I want him to be flexible and say, "Yeah, Natalia, if you want to drive, drive." So, yeah, I think, I think I can, yeah, I can meet halfway. Younger, you are funny as again, I don't know why you're making this comment. Do you think I would lie? I don't, guys. What you've got to understand, I don't need to prove you anything. I'm very confident in how I look, what I do, my life, my family, my education. When you're confident, you don't, the comments like this don't affect you. And also when you tell the truth as well, it doesn't affect you because you know, um, I know what I know, you're entitled to your opinion. But when it's not based on anything, it's kind of come across a bit stupid because how would you know? You don't know the guys that I were with, so why would you make this sort of statement when you actually have no evidence? You're just talking shit, basically. I'm telling you the story, a true story. I am honest, as you know. Sometimes I'm too honest. So, so yeah, and it's up to you if you want to believe it or not. But I don't appreciate these sort of statements because it's based on, you can comment about my looks and what you actually see and hear. This sort of stuff, I don't know, it just comes across silly. I think it's just like saying things for the sake of saying it. Don't know if you understand what I mean. Anyway, don't take it personally. What else? Would you allow him to have three other wives? No, actually, this definitely not, because yeah, I'm very territorial when it comes to that. Like, what's mine is mine. I always say I don't share three things: men, toiletries, and food. So yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't allow it. Not with my guy. No. I think it's funny. Lots of women do it. No, listen, I don't look at the age. I know what I like and what I dislike. Some guys that are my age or they're older than my age, they let themselves go. I'm not attracted to that. I like the guys to be fit, healthy, be into fitness, look after themselves. I look after myself. I work hard. I eat healthy. I exercise. I don't smoke. I hardly drink. Very, very rare, like a glass of wine. I sleep. I try to sleep well. I don't go out every 2 days. So I do a lot of things to look how I look and continue to improve myself. So sometimes with older guys, there are exceptions for sure, but sometimes with some older guys, they kind of, yeah, just letting themselves go a little bit. I know some other guys actually here in Phuket who are in their late 50s and they look 10 out of 10. And those sort of guys, yeah, I would find attractive, but you don't need a lot of them very often. So that's why, and I don't know, and because I think I look younger than my age, that's what people tell me anyway. I find myself, dating or talking to younger guys, you know, have a sense of humor. I do have a sense of humor, and I actually have a very good sense of humor. Thank you very much. I can take a piss. It's just this. When people imply that I lie, I have a problem with that because I never do. I never lie. I'm so honest. Honestly, sometimes I should not be so honest, but that's when I get in trouble. So when somebody implies that I can be lying, I find that offensive because I never do. Sometimes I should be lying, but I don't. Oh, for sure, it goes without saying. Young, hot, broke guy or rich, fat, older guy. No, absolutely would go for young, broke guy, not fat, old. No, absolutely not. I've been in those situations where the old, fat, rich guy wanted to buy me. No, I need to fancy you. I need to be in bed with you. Wake up, turn around, and like what I see. I'm sure you men can relate to that. When you wake up in the morning and the woman without the makeup, and you just think, fuck, how I've ended up here. I don't want to have this feeling. So money for me, it's no, it used to be important. To be honest, no, it was never important. For me, the status was important before, the title, the status. Now it's being content and being calm and being stress free and being free. So, a lot of my girlfriends who are with the rich guys, they are locked in a cage, in a golden cage. I would not want that. No Hermes bags or a Porsche can satisfy me. No, I like my freedom, you know. I like to be here. Tomorrow I want to go and see the Dubai guy, then I fly to Dubai, you know what I mean? So I don't want to be like, anyway, let me read some of your comments. What about your other dates? Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you now. Sorry for moving the subject with all the. Nobody said you lie. Personally, looks is what every girl says. I guess not for you. That's awesome. I love it. Young broke guy. Yeah. So third date. Oh no, this third date I already explained. So fourth date, a guy from Russia. Okay, on his profile, on the dating profile, I'm pretty sure it said 39, the age. So I was like, okay, we experienced the older guy. He was in IT, um, traveling around Thailand, in Phuket for a few days. So he was like, oh, should we meet for coffee? And I had about an hour or two before my nails. I thought, why not? You know, why not? Might be a nice, interesting guy. Anyway, I show up, and he, the first impression, nice, very smiley, very polite. We sat down. He said, "Oh, what would you like to order? Order the coffee. I didn't want a food or anything." He didn't actually ask me if I was hungry or not. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he gave me an option to have a food. Anyway, I was like, okay, I just order a coffee. It's fine. So anyway, and then, how would I explain this, guys? I felt that this was a counseling session, and I was the counselor. He would not ask me. I think he asked me one question, maybe two. For the entire hour, he was telling me about his life, how he got divorced, how is this, what he did for work. Yes, I did ask questions, and probably my fault because I do ask a lot of questions. So maybe I don't even give an opportunity to ask me questions because I always the one that asking questions. Because when I meet somebody, I'm genuinely interested in them and I want to know them and I want to know more about them. I'm very curious, especially about people, their mindset, their story, why they made a certain choice in their life, and blah blah blah. So I'm genuinely curious person. Anyway, but when it's a first day, in my world, I would want the conversation to be 50-50. I don't think I would want a presentation about someone's life, even though it might be absolutely fascinating and interesting and da 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 da. Da. So I felt that entire hour I was just listening. In my head, I was like, oh, there's no way I'm staying longer here. And then you know what he did? He was like, do you have another hour? If you want, we can carry on. And like, would you like another coffee? I was like, babe, no. Even if I had another hour, I would not be staying here because you're just not aware of your communication techniques. It's a two-way thing. You say something, you ask the question, then you allow the person to respond. You don't just go on and on and on. At one point, I literally sat there and I was thinking, what color manicure shall I have today? Nude or pink? Okay, what clothes do you have? Okay, shall I cut my nails shorter? Because I was just like, I can't be engaged in this conversation when you're telling me about your ex-wife or your a project at work. That's the last thing I want to know. On the first date, I'm talking about. What's me in a relationship? I want to know. With my ex-boyfriend, I always got involved, saying, or, tell me what's been happening, or tell me about this client. And I would cook in the kitchen and look at this quote and say, oh, raise the price. It's fucking too cheap. So I would always get involved and I would always help and I would always have an opinion and suggestion. But when it's a first time meeting, I just think it's inappropriate to to just talk non-stop. And then when I said to him, I said, "Oh, you know, which hotel are you staying? Like, how far?" Because I said to him, you know, if I'm, because I was by car, he was by taxi. I said, you know, I can drop you off on the way, but he was in a completely different location. And you know what he said to me? He picks up this a bag off the floor, a backpack. He was like, "All my clothes are in here. I'm just traveling the time." So he's here for a month, and he's got one backpack. He's like, "I've got one shirt." And I'm thinking, and you know what I'm like with my cleanliness. I immediately thought, does he wash? How often does he change clothes? It's very hot, like I would smell, you know, and I'm a woman. I literally shower like 4 or 5 times a day. I'm not even kidding. Uh, so anyway, this was fourth day. Yeah, this was fifth day. Right, the other day, which is the last one, was actually nice. Conversations was two sides. We hiked again. I went for a hike. Sometimes I do like actually to go for hikes as a first date and just maybe have like a coconut or a coffee. Um, but then sometimes I also think 1 hour is the time. This is gonna sound horrendous now. I can tolerate because if the person is not interesting for me, I can't do more than an hour. And you know, a lot of men are under the impression that women want the free food and they go on all these dates. I don't need a free food. I can buy my own food. And to be honest, to sit there and listen to the bullshit for 1 hour just to get a free food, no fucking way. I protect my energy. I could be going on a date 10 times a day. It's in Phuket, you know, I'm on multiple dating sites. Literally, I swear to you, I can have 4 guys a day. Have a breakfast with one, lunch with another, dinner with another, to go to the gym with the fourth one, and to do a hike with the fifth one. But for me, I need to know that the person is on my level, that I would find him interesting, that we would have things in common. You know, it's not about free food and yeah. So anyway, this is my experience, guys. What do you think? Let me read some of the comments. Oh my, haha, another hour. If I was in that coffee shop, I would think you're crazy talking to your phone laptop. I know. You know, all these people probably sat there thinking, what the fuck is this woman doing? But I'm having a presentation. Why not? And there's a lot of people working in the cafes here in Thailand. You will see people all the time with their laptops. And that's what I used to do actually when I used to work online. I would come, have lunch, have coffee, have my laptop, talk to my friends, do a bit of work. So I mean, that's the real world, right? There should be thousands of no, there should be thousands of in this life. It's seriously the funniest story. Well, why don't you share this live, guys? Actually, I'm gonna ask you for a massive favor, and I never asked you for a favor. Can you share this live to 5 of your friends? Because if you found it funny, if you found it entertaining, I would really appreciate if you share so your friends and family can also subscribe, have a bit of laugh. Because for some reason, a lot of people find me super funny and they say that I don't even realize that, which I don't, because I say it how it is, but then people find it funny when I tell the stories. And I'm not like a comic or a joker or whatever. I just telling you about my life and it's just funny. So yeah, please share it. There is a button. I will upload this live, so it will be on my channel under live session. So if you press the share button, share it to your friends, and of course subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss out on these lives. I'm gonna try to do it every weekend, but I can't promise because it depends on my motivation and what happens with me. Okay, let me read. I would walk out after about 8 minutes, I swear. Do you know what? I find it really rude. I just don't want to hurt anyone's feeling. I, you know what? Guy from Iran. Do you know what he told me? The funny. He was like, "Oh, have you ever been catfish?" I was like, no. I said, what I find that men lie about their height. And I always think, why do men lie about their height? Do they think when I turn up to the date, I would not notice that he's not 6 foot, that he's actually 5'8"? And I'm thinking, are they just hoping that the personality would grab my attention? And I mean, personality is important. However, if you're my height, I just don't feel feminine. And this is my problem. By the way, it's not a guy's problem. This is me. I don't feel comfortable when a guy is my height because if I want to wear heels, yeah, like I would feel like he would never even be able to pick me up and stuff like that. I don't know. I just feel, yeah, I don't like it. Oh, I love this stuff. What was I saying? I've lost my thought. Oh yeah, so oh yeah, but here we go, we got it. So this guy from the round was telling me how he was catfish. So imagine he was to swipe left, swipe right on Tinder, meets this super good looking 10 out of 10 Russian woman. And there are a lot of Russian women here in Thailand in general, but in Phuket, I swear to you, every second woman you meet, if she's good looking, she's Russian. So anyway, so he said to me, oh, I was thinking like, oh, I've scored, she's hot, she's got fake boobs, fake lips, like all, done up, all like very glamorous. Anyway, he meets her and she's wearing like big sunglasses. So they get inside, and this is not my story, by the way. He was telling me the story. I was literally on the floor laughing. So they get inside the restaurant. She takes the sunglasses. He looks at her and he realizes that the pictures that she had on her Tinder profile are about 10 years old. And then he said to me, oh my God, even her boobs, the fake boobs were down here. And I was like, this is hilarious. I said, so what did you do? And you know what he did? After 15 minutes, they've ordered. He ordered something super small so he can literally eat it in one bite. She ordered 2 or 3 dishes. He paid and he left. I said to him, I mean, look, I said, fair play to you. I said, but I don't know if I would be able to do that because for me, I think it would really hurt the person. I think it's really hurtful, even if you lie. And he said to me, but why? She lied. So it's her fault. I still wouldn't do it. Of course, I would never see them again. That's for sure. But I think I would stay for an hour. I think maybe I need to be tougher. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think if the guy is like, I should just get up and go? What do you think? I don't know. Tell me your view. But I just think it's really rude. I don't know. That's how I feel. Right. What else have we got here? I'm in Bangkok and no desire to date here. Why's that? Why do you not want to date? To be honest, in the last 2 years, I haven't hardly dated either. But now I'm in a mood for dating. Oh, hi, Max. Do you date introvert who can only answer your questions on a date? No, I don't care if you're extrovert and introvert. I don't like the class clowns, the guys that always talks and a joker and loud and that for me, no. I don't like guys like that. I prefer more of a shy, quieter guys. The wannabes and the one that talks all the time, no way. I like when I can be silent and the guy just doesn't talk all the time. But this is just me. I don't know. It's just my preference. Do you not date Thai men? No, who said I would not date a Thai man? No, I would date a Thai guy. He needs to speak good English because communication is really important for me. I wouldn't be able to sit there and be like, you, me, we need to be able to understand each other. It's important. But no, I would date a Thai guy. Yeah, why not? Haven't met any good looking ones yet. Same as the Russian guys. I haven't met many good looking Russian guys for some reason. So I don't know. The only size that matters is what's in my pants. Can I make a joke? And you promise you're not going to get offended? When men say like this sort of statement, normally they have a very small dick. I don't know if it applies to you. Or when the guy says, oh, I can do this in bed and I'm this and I'm this. Normally they shit. It's the quiet ones that you need to watch out for. I don't know, based on my experience. Right, whatever. How tall are you? Did you say? Okay, I am 5'6", 5'7", or 169, 117 centimeters. Yeah, so pretty tall, I would say. For a woman, I would consider that tall. To be honest, I would like to be shorter. That's definitely one thing I would change about myself. I wouldn't want to be maybe 165, just a bit shorter because I think I am tall. Right. You sound like an XRP holder. What is the XRP holder? What does it mean, XRP? What is it? Oh, are you talking to each other, not to me? Maybe. What is it? Right. But a lot of guys, when you writing all these abbreviation, I don't like it. Write a full word, please. If there wasn't chemistry as well, then leave whenever, as long as it's polite. Yeah, like I said, I always give an hour. More than an hour, if I don't see potential, any potential as a boyfriend or even to consider to have sex with that person, sometimes men think just because they're good looking, you would want them sexually. It doesn't apply to me. I need to fancy your brain as well as your face and your body and your mindset. Our XRP is crypto. Oh, okay. Are you guys crypto guys? In Thailand, do you need prescription for buying medicine? Relaxing. What a weird question. What made you think about this question during live about dating? What are you thinking about if you catch a disease sleeping with someone and then you need to have some tablets? Is that why you ask this question? Darling, in Thailand, if you have money, you can buy whatever you want. Literally, you can get anything you want, whenever you want, any drugs that you want, if you have money. So it shouldn't be a problem. Right, what else do I have? So if you are 5'6", okay, why is 5'8" too short for you? Because of the heels. I would wear heels at least 5 inches. So if I'm 5'6", 5 inches, you do the math, I will be taller than him. I wouldn't like that. Not. I see why you're single. Do you see why I'm single? But look, this is how I look at it. If I'm meant to be single forever, then that's fine. I mean, oh, do you know, let me just check the time because I have a nail appointment. Can you imagine? I did yoga this morning, ripped my fucking toenail. 1 minute, I'm doing the downward dog, and my nail flies across the room. I was like, eh? If you don't believe me, I'm going to show you because my toenail is actually in my handbag. Please don't laugh. Ta-da! So I texted my uh, salon and I said, guys, I said, I need to fix the toenail. It's a disaster. Great, no. Right, 5 heels. Stripper heels. Come on now. Okay, not 5. Okay, not 5 inches. I'm exaggerating. 3, at least 3 inches. Yeah, I just want the guy to be either my height when I'm in heels or a little bit taller. Because honestly, otherwise I feel like a mountain looking at him like this and saying, "Are you all right there? Hello." So I don't want to feel like a mountain. I want to feel feminine and petite, and and obviously I'm not petite. So, and you know that feeling when you feel like, oh, would he be able to pick me up? I don't know why I think about this. But when the guy is short of me, he might be stronger. But this immediately I think, oh, can you pick me up? Right, what else do I have here? I not talk about in dating. I was thinking about buying estrogen. Sorry, I was asking in this last stream. No, you don't need to apologize. Yeah, babe, you can buy whatever you want, literally whatever you want. I know you are transgender, I remember. Also, they have very good hospitals to chop the dick if you want that. A lot of people travel to Thailand to have it chopped off. So, yeah, I know you're from India because I remember your name. It's hard for men and women to find love. I agree with you, Kev. And you know what I find as well? I find so many people are single and they want a relationship and they just can't meet the one. And you look at them and you just think, he's got a good job, he's a nice guy, you know, he's attractive, you know, he's got money, he's got good personality, he wants to be in a relationship, but he can't get a woman. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. So a man can be 5'8" and muscular. Yes, agree. But if I had a preference, I would like a guy to be taller than me. Full stop. I will not talk about this height subject anymore. I don't need to try to change my opinion, but I ain't gonna change my opinion. I prefer a guy to be taller than me. Very simple. I got a strong painkiller when I was there. Yeah, yeah, Kev, the sleeping pill, drugs, Viagra, whatever you want, you have it here. So it's not a problem. Right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this live. I'm gonna go now. It's been an hour. Please share this video. I would really appreciate your help if more people can join my channel. And this will give me motivation as well because sometimes, like I said to you, I just feel very demotivated to do anything. So I would appreciate your help on that. And let me know what else you want me to talk about. Obviously, I spoke about dates. I can talk about my fitness regime here. If this is something what interests you, I can talk about what I do on a daily basis. Yeah, just let me know what's interest. Of course, I will continue talking about dating because I can go on more dates. I've done more dates in last week than I did in 2 years. Crazy, no? Why you like Phuket so much? Who said I like Phuket so much? I actually like Switzerland, but I can't afford living there. Anyway, good to see you all. Don't miss me too much. I'll see you very soon. Bye.